Today we are doing a full face of new trending viral makeup that's been released so far this year in 2025. Girl, there have been so many makeup releases, I can't even keep up. So I broke it down into what I think is the best, what's my favorite, what I've been using, what I think you guys will like the most, and I made a full face with it and it looks freaking amazing. So if you wanna know what products I use to get this makeup look, then keep on watching. We're starting off with Michaela's new brand POV. I did not get this sent to me, okay? I literally set my alarm and I went on the website and purchased everything myself. And now that I've been using it for about a month, I've noticed I only grab for these two products, which is the Milky Toner and the moisturizer. The Milky Toner is more like an essence. It's so thin, I wouldn't even consider it a Milky Toner. Look how thin this is. And it just drips. It's damn near like water. This is not, to me, a milky toner at all. This is an essence, but it's very glowy. It looks great underneath makeup. And the moisturizer is very hydrating, very glowy, very dewy. So if you're going to get something from the line, I would suggest the essence or the moisturizer. I feel like I'm getting the most out of these two products, so that is what I'm gonna use today. I do like this priming milk, but because it is so runny and watery, this is going to get everywhere. If you put it on your hands, if you slap it around, it's gonna get on your makeup table. So I always take it and just put a little bit on my face. I know people are gonna freak out about that. It's not hygienic, but girl, it's really the only way to use this without it literally getting down my wrists and on my table. It definitely gives a nice, lightweight, hydrating glow to the skin. It's really pretty. I love the outcome, but I do not like how messy and watery it is. The moisturizer, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but the moisturizer does have like a pearlescent additive to it. I do feel like it is kind of expensive for what you're getting. Again, it looks good, it feels good, but it's nothing revolutionary. I've prepped my skin before makeup with products that do the exact same thing as this does, girl. It's good, I'm not gonna purchase it again because I have 10 other things in my drawer that literally do the same thing. The skin is hydrated, it's glowy, it's dewy, it's going to look amazing with a full face of makeup. For foundation, we have 3 new launches that I think are the best of 2025. They are the best ones I've tried so far. They're all kind of different. So starting off with the Milk Skin Tint. Girl, you already know this is amazing. It's a skin tint, but I feel like the coverage is really good. It makes your skin super dewy, super glowy. If you have dry skin, girl, you will love this. Next up is the Versed Skin Tint. Versed has solely been a skincare company up until this year. They said, girl, we're releasing makeup, and it's so good. It actually reminds me a lot of the Milk Skin Tint. So if you like the Milk Skin Tint, but you want something that's more affordable, I think Versed is a really good option. These formulas remind me a lot of each other. The last foundation that I have been loving is the Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation. Somehow they made a matte foundation with glow. Girl, I don't know how they did it, because how is that possible? When you think matte, it's dry, it's not dewy, it's not glowy. This has a glow to it, but it is a matte foundation. The formula is beautiful, so I'm gonna go in with this today. I always shake this before I use it because it is more of a watery formula, and this is in the shade 125. I feel like if you prep your skin really good, this also looks amazing. It's gonna look amazing on its own, but if your skin is prepped correctly, girl, it's incredible. It's so smooth, it dries down, it gives that little bit of glow, and it doesn't cling to any dry spots, which matte foundations typically do. I've genuinely been loving this foundation. You can build it up for sure, but I think 1 or 2 layers of this is the perfect combination. If you don't like matte foundations, girl, I highly encourage you to try this because I hate matte foundations and I truly thought I would not like this. And once I tried it, I was blown away. There's one concealer that I have been absolutely loving that was released this year, and that is the Versed Concealer. Like I said, Versed was solely a skincare brand, and then they decided to drop makeup, and the complexion products that they dropped are actually incredible. This is definitely not a Tarte Shape Tape Shape Full Coverage Concealer. I would say it's in between. It's kind of middle, but it's very dewy and it's very hydrating. If you have dry under eyes, girl, you will love this. I put the shade 5N on the outside and then 2N I'm gonna put in the corner more. You guys, I have 2 dogs and a cat. Okay, if you're seeing some hair on my crew neck, don't judge me. It's so easy to blend, you guys, and it's so creamy. It's not gonna be the most full coverage concealer you've ever used, but it is buildable. I feel like this combination too with the Lumi Matte Foundation just looks so good. This is the concealed side and this has no concealer. This is a really good everyday concealer, but you can also build it up. So I feel like this is really versatile. You can use it for so many looks. Miss Gaga just released new shades of her iconic blush balm formula.
I'm everything. I am the whole universe.
Technically, she marketed these as bronzers, so they're supposed to be the perfect mix between a bronzer and a blush, and you can kind of skip bronzer. I'm just gonna use it as a blush today, but these shades are insane. They're absolutely gorgeous. I have to show you guys them. These are pricey, and it definitely seems like you're really not getting that much product. If you do get these, you don't have to use a lot of product for it to work. It kind of melts into the skin. These are very pigmented, but they blend out more sheer, so they're not a very pigmented formula. If you want something that has more pigment, ColourPop just released new shades of their liquid blushes. These are dewy, glowy, and metallic. The first time that they released liquid blushes, they were matte. Girl, these are glowy. These are dewy. This is not a matte formula at all. These are new too, so if you want something that's more pigmented, definitely get ColourPop. If you want something more affordable, get ColourPop. But if you want something that's more of a dewy, natural look, Haus Labs is gonna be your go-to. I think I'm actually gonna go in with the Haus Labs blush, and I'm gonna use the shade Glassy Ginger. If you want your foundation and concealer to look good and you don't want it to move, girl, you have to put it on a brush first. If you're doing like a no makeup look and you really don't have a lot of makeup on, you probably can get away with swiping this on your face, but less is more. It's easier to build it up than it is to take away. So girl, just use a brush. It actually kind of reminds me of the Patrick Ta blush shade in Not Too Much. They look very similar. You definitely need to set this because it is such a balmy formula, but you can also go over it lightly once you have powder on to kind of bring the glow back. But this shade is perfect. I love these. They are so good. These new setting powders by L'Oreal are actually game-changing, girl. I did not think I was gonna like these at all because in the pan, they look more glowy, and I hate a glowy powder. I just feel like it looks terrible on my skin. These do have a little bit of glow to them, but they don't look glowy at all when you put them on. It seriously blurs and smooths your under eyes and your skin so well. You can't see your pores when you have this on. It reminds me of the Huda setting powder, except this has the slightest bit of glow. I actually compared the two on my Instagram and TikTok. If you guys want daily beauty videos, if you want comparisons, first impressions, reviews on the daily, girl, you gotta follow me on Instagram and TikTok because I am always posting on there. I like to use the pink under my eyes, and then I'll take the translucent shade and I'll kind of set my face everywhere with this. This looks yellow. I will say that, girl, it does not look translucent. Is translucent in the room with us, girl? Because this looks like a yellow powder. I was terrified when I first saw this, but it is translucent. It doesn't show up yellow. It doesn't look weird when I put it on. So I don't know why it looks yellow, but it is a translucent shade. Girl, it pretty much looks like I have a filter on. Let's be real. My skin looks absolutely incredible.
Get it, girl.
These are super affordable, and it has been really hard for me to find a setting powder from the drugstore that I really like, and these are definitely up at the top now. I would recommend these to anyone. I feel like this is such a good powder. This is probably the most expensive product in this entire video. This is the new YSL blush. Girl, she's tiny. She's tiny and she's pricey, but it's so good. I actually hate that I love it because it is so expensive. I wish I had something more affordable to recommend to you guys. No one actually needs something that's this expensive, but the formula is beautiful. So if you have a little bit of extra coin, if you want to get yourself a nice blush, this is a really good one to try. These are extremely pigmented, so you definitely do not need a lot. People would probably say I have too much blush on right now, but to me, this is the perfect amount, and I love this shade. This is in the shade 44. I think it doesn't even really have anything on here. Hands down, the best highlighter release is the NYX Butter Melt Blushes. Highlighter. I'm an idiot. A highlighter, not a blush. This is the definition of a 2016 highlighter. If you want a super reflective cheek that, girl, people can literally see from outer space, you will love these, and they don't leave a white cast. They are very buildable, very glowy. It's not going to look chalky. Just barely touching it, girl, that's actually insane. These highlighters, girl, they're up there. The other highlighter that I have been loving that was recently released is from House Labs. These are a blush balm, and typically I hate blush balms because they're gonna move your makeup. They're gonna feel sticky. They're gonna look weird. They're gonna look gross. It's gonna look wet and greasy. These are different. They do definitely look very hydrating, very dewy, but if you don't go overly crazy with these, they look beautiful. They look like a natural glow from within. So I picked up Glassy Champagne Quartz and Glassy Pink Opal. I need to use this champagne color more, but both of these are gorgeous. Look at that reflection. It's hard for me to not use these on the daily because I am actually obsessed with them. Truly, they are so good. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Buttermelt highlighter in this pink shade. This is in the shade You Better Work. It looks too dark, but I promise you it's not. It is the perfect pink. You can definitely build this up too. So if you want a really pretty highlight, but you don't want it overly intense like the swatches, just take a little bit and lightly pat this on and kind of buff it out. This truly is the pink highlighter of my dreams. In the past month or two, Urban Decay has been going ham in the eye category. They've released liquid versions of Space Cowboy and a bunch of other shades, and they just sent me eyeshadow sticks, and these are glittery and matte. So I don't know what's going on, but they are locking down in the eye category. I've tried the liquid eyeshadows and I think they are really good, but if you are wearing concealer and powder and a little bit of eyeshadow, it kind of moves. So I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I need to try it again, but I also, for the longest time, could not figure out how to use this. I took it out and I was like, girl, why is this so short? How do I get the product in? You have to shake it. You have to shake it, girl. Do you hear that noise? That's the product hitting the brush, which honestly is kind of weird. I don't know how you're supposed to get it when it's really down low, but these are very intense. They're very pretty. The little brush just glides the product on. Look at that. The reflection, that's gorgeous actually. I have not used that shade yet. Okay, I thought I was gonna use the Armani. We're using this. Absolutely. What shade is this in? This is so pretty. This is in the shade Sunshine Tax. Girl, I'm obsessed. I'm just gonna put a little bit in the corner. I actually want to get a brush and kind of try to buff this out a little bit. This is like a duochrome. I love that. I actually like buffing it out so it's not super intense. You can also pick it up. I swatched it, and you can also pick it up on a brush on the back of your hand. That kind of makes it easier and controls it more than just putting it on with the brush. But wow, I feel like it looks really good with the pink highlight because there is pink reflect in this, and girl, it just looks incredible. There have been two really big setting spray launches this year. One, Huda Beauty, and recently the One Size Glowy Setting Spray. The Huda Beauty formula is really good, but this bottle is so bad, you guys. I would not repurchase this solely because of the bottle. Look at that. It doesn't work. It's not good. And everyone's like,
take the top off, put it in a different bottle.
Girl, this bitch is super glued on. I literally cannot twist this off. The formula, amazing. The bottle, girl, One Size recently launched the Powder Melt Setting Spray. If you know anything about me, you know the One Size Until Dawn is my holy freaking grail. It is my go-to if I need my makeup to last 10 plus hours. It is not going to move with Until Dawn. Until Dawn does smell. Smells like Bigfoot's dick. It has a very strong scent. I have to hold my breath, and I feel like it's bad to breathe in because it's in an aerosol can. This smells so good. It's so light. The sprayer is very fine. Look at that. It's such a light mist. It doesn't leave any blotches on your face, and it leaves the most beautiful glow. Usually when I use a glowy, dewy setting spray, it feels sticky, it feels tacky, it feels like I have a film on my face. This feels like I have nothing on, and it leaves the most beautiful, healthy, hydrating glow. I'm obsessed with this, and I'm really excited to wear this throughout the summer. I think you can also skin prep with this, which I definitely need to try out, but I really, really love this. The best mascara I have tried so far this year goes to the L'Oreal Big Deal Mascara. This is absolutely incredible. This is better than so many high-end mascaras. Ever since I have tried this, I have not been able to put it down. If you like a lengthening mascara, if you like a thickening mascara, if you like a mascara that doesn't clump and flake, girl, I am telling you, you need to try this one. That's one coat. That's the second coat. Girl, that's crazy. That's actually insane. I do have long lashes because I use a lash serum, but still, I feel like this gives me insane length, girl. Insane length. L'Oreal also released the Panorama Mascara, and everyone went crazy over this one. I feel like no one is talking about this one as much as they should be. You guys have to trust me on this one. Next time you go to Ulta, next time you go to Target, girl, pick it up. If you watch my videos, you know I've been loving the Lawless glosses. I personally think they are the best on the market right now. They just released 3 new shades. This is their strawberry collection. The shades are beautiful, and on top of that, they smell so freaking good. I have been loving the lightest shade. This is in the shade Strawberry Milkshake, especially with this lip combo, with this kind of brown, cool toned lip. It looks so good. So this is my favorite lip gloss launch so far this year. I'm excited to see what other ones come, but to me, girl, this is the best. Girl, look how light that is.
Damn!
It's light, but just bear with me. This has been my go-to lip combo. I love how glossy these are, and the shade is just so perfect. This is officially a full face of new trending viral makeup this year in 2025. These products worked so well together. If I had to pick my favorite product of this video, girl, it's hard, but it has to be this lip combo or the new One Size setting spray. I feel like this is incredible and such a good purchase. If you guys want daily beauty content, I upload on Shorts every single day, and TikTok and Instagram, so make sure you follow me on there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you loved this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.